Hi ladies, welcome back to my online class for the second round. So I've joined up with Pam for this class. Pam's my upline and stamping friend. So what we've done this time is we're doing 2 cards each, so that means you'll get 4 cards. So we're basing it on our Ornate Thanks Bundle, which is these great words and these beautiful dies here, which go perfectly with our ornate style stamp set and these beautiful rectangle dies here. So they're just to give you a little look-see. So now this is one of the cards that we're going to do. So I've coordinated it with some daisies and different punches, just so that you're, if you don't have the stamp set or you don't have this suite and you haven't bought it, you can still make lovely cards. So this card, I'm just going to take this ribbon off to show you. It is a gift card. I'm just going to slide it down. It is a gift card holder, so you can put your money in here, or your gift card or whatever, but I've also made it into a card as well, so you can you write and you can still stand it up. So that's the one we're going to do at the moment. Now I've done instructions just like the last class, so I've set them all out. You've got a few pictures and I'll just work through the instructions as I've written them, so then people know what's happening. So the first thing, I'm just going to bring in my trimmer. I'll just move these out of the road. So what we've got first is our cardstock, and I'm using Early Espresso because it's one of the colours that go with our beautiful Ornate Garden Designer Series paper. So our first piece is virtually half a piece of A4 cut the long way. And we've also got to have a little extra bit because we need the flap as well. I'm not going to tell you all these sizes, it's all in the instructions and you'll get those. So first up, we're going to score, and this time I hope I don't cut and score. So we're going to score firstly, let me just check where we are. We're going to score at 2.5 inches, so right on our 2.5 inches, and just score, and then 8 1/4. So up to the 8 1/4 and just score. And then the little extra piece, we're going to put the 6-inch side up the top, and we're just going to score at 1/2 inch. So you can put it this side here on your trimmer. Yours might be a little bit different, and just score. So then we've got the little score line here. I'll just put this out of the road. And with your bone folder, you just want to burnish those. You want to get them folded. So we've got our 2-inch one here. So that's going to be the top of our card. And this is going to be the flap that comes up from the bottom. Just give them a good rub with our folder, bone folder. So that's the card. So this will be your base of your card. And this little bit flap here will actually stick onto that top. So that will give us our card. But we'll work that out as we go. Then we've got our layering pieces. So I'm using terracotta tile. So this is our top layer, bottom, and our DSP. So I've just embossed this for you. So in your kit you'll get this beautiful piece embossed. And this is the new Ornate Floral Embossing folder. This is the DSP, this is the second side, and that's beautiful. So we'll just stick those on. So we're just going to stick, as the glue girl again. Just adhere that. And our embossed piece. And we're here. And And then we're just going to do the same. So you're going to fold this bit up so you know that that's the bit you want to put on here. So just, you can use whatever your favourite adhesive is. Stick that. You don't need a lot of this glue, it's very sticky. And you can stick that down. So now we're going to just put in our insert here. So we're just going to put that. We don't have to stamp on this at all, do anything like that. Yeah. Now also we've got this gorgeous little scalloped edge. We've cut that out of the framelits as well. So you will get the cut piece in your kit because everyone won't have it, of course. So this is the copper foil. So all I'm going to do is just add a bit of glue across here. I'm just going to tip the card over. And it's up to you how much you want showing. And just add that to the edge. If you're using glue there, you just have to be a little bit careful because it's a little bit slippery, that's all. And it does have the little white bit up the top, but I don't think people will complain if they get that card. Now we're going to make the pocket. So I do recommend tear and tape. So we just put it along these edges right to the edge and just rip. And the other side and just rip. It's good to just go over it with your bone folder, it just makes it stick, and then I just get my scissors and pull the pieces off, the backing off. Now all you have to do is fold it up. So that makes your pocket. So I'm just going to put, so you can get your pocket under there for your money. And this just comes over the top like so. So the card's coming together very fast, so it's very easy. So now we're going to bring in our other little piece of cardstock that we burnished before. And I'm going to use tear and tape on that as well. I'm just going to do that. I put 2 bits on because you don't want it not to stick. So I usually take the underneath one you put on first, and it just usually slides out, if I can get hold of it. And then I do the second one, and it sticks down on top of it. So now we're going to make sure we've got the card up the right way. So we want to put it up the top here. We're just going to fold that over and adhere it to the top. Just open it out and fold it like so. So then your card will actually stand up when you're gifting your card. So now what we're going to do is make this gorgeous little daisy embellishment here. So in your pack you will get your daisies. You'll get one of the big daisies, 2 of the medium, you'll get your leaves, 2 of your leaves. So this is the big daisy punch, the medium, and the leaves. So what we're going to do is just make them a little bit more interesting. So we're going to use Rose Rocco. You use whatever ink you've got at home, but this is just one that actually goes with the suite. So we just get our ink and our sponge. I just wipe a little bit off and then just go around the petals. You don't have to be fussy. And you can put as much ink on it or as little as you like. And we're just going to do these little ones. And the next one. And then we're going to put them together. Sorry, no we're not. We're going to actually use our bone folder and very gently just roll them. Don't pull them too hard because sometimes they do pull off, and if they do stick back on very easily, so it's not a big deal, but it's just easier not to pull them off. And it just sort of teases them out, so it gives the flower a little bit of a 3D look. And we also do that to the leaves, and that just makes them a little bit nicer instead of dead flat on your card. So that's how easy that is. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in here and just offset the daisies, just like so. I'll give that a minute to dry, and then I'm going to put this one in here. You're going to get a 1/4 inch circle also in your kit, and we're just going to use the little bit of ink that's already left on the sponge. And with the dimensional, just a small dimensional, I'm just going to put one on the back just to lift that centre up. And you can bring them up a little bit. Just bend them up and move them around. With these, I just did the same. Just gave them a little bend. I haven't sponged these at all. I just added a little bit of ink to the back. Glue to the back, and just glued them. Just brought it around and just on the opposite side. Like so. So we'll just set that aside for 2 seconds just to give it a bit of a dry, and we'll bring in our stamping. So this stamp set, what I've used is the So Grateful out of it. I'm just trying to find the set to show you. So I've used So Grateful, my friend. So we're just going to ink up with the Old Olive ink. You can use whatever colour. If you've got black will work just fine. So you'll have a couple of pieces of paper in your kit to be able to stamp. So I'm just going to stamp So Grateful and my friend. It stamps beautifully. So I've actually pre-done that and cut them out. So I've done those here and I've cut mine out. So I'm just going to use them that way. So then we've got our ribbon. So what I've done with the ribbon, I probably won't be able to tie a bow now just because everybody's watching. But to tie this flap down here, so the money, when you put your money in here or your gift card, you don't want it to fall out. So what I've done is just tied a little bow here. Fingers crossed it'll work. Close enough anyway. So when you can give the card like that, then you can just slip it down and slip the ribbon back up. So now we're just going to place the daisy. I've just used glue because you've got your embossing and it'll be high enough anyway. So I've just offset it here. And then I've done the, put the dimensionals on the back. You all know how to do dimensionals. And I'm just going to put that in here. So you can work it a little bit to what, where you want your ribbon. You can slide it a little bit further along. We'll take the dimensionals off here. And you can put it up or down, whichever. These are the little minis. So that's the card. Now I have got, and I have got an insert here somewhere to go on here. Oh well, I did have. So I'll just show you what I've done here. So I've just put the insert and just put a little bit of the DSP on the bottom. You will get that all in your pack. And it's just to make it look a little bit prettier as well. And our envelopes, you always stamp your envelopes. So I've teamed it with the other stamp set that come in this suite. I just like to stamp my envelope. Just makes it a little bit prettier. But you can use whatever you like, whatever you've got at home. So I hope you enjoyed that card and I hope you make many of them. Thank you.